Hey, everybody. It's been some time since I've been on here. I was reading an article last night about the importance of getting sunlight. And I was asking myself, my sleep hasn't been as good and it's just been kind of busy. And I just thought about how it was raining in San Antonio for like a week off and on, so it was hard to get out. And then we were moving. And then my best friend moved here, so we were helping her move. And we just had so many different activities, and I got away from my minimum 30-minute walk commitment in the sun. And so just a good reminder for you guys, if you haven't gotten your sunlight. I was, like I say, reading from an article, and somebody I follow on Instagram that's very knowledgeable about your health and things like that, and how important it is to get in your sunlight and to get in your walk. I noticed that whenever, you may think, getting in that 30-minute walk, what is that going to do for me? That's not going to be that big of a deal. But honestly, it really is. I know that, like even now, I think I've been walking for about 20 minutes and I already feel better. And it's not that I feel sick or anything like that. It's just, it makes you feel, all the endorphins are going through, and hopefully have more energy during the day. And anyway, you know how it is when you get some sun. And I truly believe, like I say, that's why whenever I'm in Mexico and I'm at the beach and stuff, that I'm super happy. Not just because it's just such a beautiful place, but, just getting in that sun, vitamin D and stuff. So, one of the other things that I wanted to share with you is, sometimes we get in a rut, or we feel like we're not progressing, or, it's just hard. And I was just thinking about that because, we go through a lot of overwhelmment sometimes, whether in our life or in our business or all of the above. And we shut down and we just think, it's just too hard right now to, get that in. And so, one of the things that I like to do is doing what I do right now, and that is go on my walk. And it's supposed to rain, I think, today or tomorrow here, but the sun is out today, so it's awesome. Anyway, if you feel like, you're not even necessarily in a rut, but feeling that overwhelmment, and, you're trying to figure out, like, where do I begin? Where do I start? It could just be getting back to the basics of doing what you know. For example, getting in the apple cider vinegar in the morning. I used to do that all the time, and I got away from it. And I used to, take my green juice and things like that. And I got away from it because, we get so busy. And we have to remember that our health controls so much of, how we are, how we function in the day. And by getting in those, the basic things that help us to feel better, that's where you can start. Because sometimes it is. It's so overwhelming because you're just like, I have this to do, and all of these different things that happen in our life. And we want to crawl up in a little ball in the corner because we just have so much to do. So that's one of the things that I like to do is just go back to the basics. My dad used to always say that, go back to what works. So anyway, it's hard to hold this phone up. I didn't bring my stick, so I just wanted to share that with you. Hope it helps you. And we had an awesome interview on the Joy Reveals podcast a week or two ago with Ashna Faust. She talked about her health journey, and it's very inspiring. If you haven't listened to it yet, I would encourage you to just, go to the Joy Reveals podcast. It's the latest podcast, and listen to her journey. Like I say, she's very, very inspiring. And, when you hear stories like that, it just makes you realize there's one thing that you should remember and think about. That is, if other people have done it before you, why can't you? What is stopping you from doing that, you know? So, like I say, whether in business or in anything that you're doing, find somebody who has what you want and then do what they're doing. You know, everybody's different. You know, certain diets, if you want to call it a diet, or certain lifestyles of other people may fit you better than others. So that's for your taking and, you know, what you want to do. So, all right. My arm is tired from holding this phone up, so I will let you go. I hope that you enjoy the podcast. I'm going to try and do an episode today later on when it's not too noisy at my house. Let you know that it's uploaded as well. So take care. Have an amazing, amazing Tuesday.